Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of PhotoBiz Live. This is Danny from the PhotoBiz team, and today we're going to be joined by Chris from our Passionate Support team for a webinar about our brand new HTML5 portfolio sites. We're really excited to show off this product. We've been working long and hard on it to come out with these new HTML5 portfolio sites, and I know a lot of you guys have questions about what the difference is between the current HTML mirror that we have and what exactly the HTML5 portfolio sites can do. So Chris is going to be showing you just that in today's webinar. So in addition to getting the opportunity to learn from Chris in today's webinar, we're going to have a question and answer session at the end of the session. You can submit your questions using the chat tool, and they're going to be answered at the end of the presentation. You can also join in on the discussion on Twitter using the hashtag PhotoBizLive. So if at any point during today's webinar you have any difficulty at all hearing Chris or myself or seeing the visual slides, just use the comment box to let us know, and we'll do our best to troubleshoot that for you. We are going to be recording this webinar and placing it on our YouTube channel for replay, which is youtube.com/photobiz. So while you're there, be sure to click on the subscribe button. That way, anytime we upload a new video to YouTube, you can catch that update through an email. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to Chris.
Good morning, everyone, and as Danny said, my name is Chris, and I am from the Passionate Support team. I'm excited to be able to show you the benefits and features of our brand new HTML5 product. I will first go over a quick slideshow presentation with you, and as well after that, go ahead and do a live demo of it. So, hey, let's go ahead and get it started here. So the first thing here as far as accessibility here, one of the greatest things here about the HTML5 product is, again, it can be seen anywhere. Not only on computers, not only on tablets, but also on phones. We all know that there are some customers here that have had Flash websites, and they tend to end up having to get an HTML mirror site, and it looks a little bit different than what their Flash site is. The greatest thing about the HTML5 is it's going to look the exact same here, whether you're on a computer or a tablet or a phone. So that's one of the really honestly great things, because then your website will have a sense of consistency and it looks the exact same way on all of these devices. Another great aspect of it as well is, with Flash you'll have to have some sort of plugin. Luckily with the HTML5 templates you will not have any sort of plugins necessary. You won't have to download any sort of software in order to see your website. On the next one here, again, some of the features that you really enjoy here. Some of the same things here. We have 9 different templates in which are available right now. Obviously, we will be adding some more here as time goes along. You still have that ability to be able to go ahead and click on an actual template, select it, preview it, save it, and change it as many times as you want, and whenever you find the right feel with what your website would like to look like. For the backgrounds, again, we have a wide selection of backgrounds which you can use. You can use a full screen and tile. We do have a selection of 45 templates and even a few more. Just know as well that if you did want to upload your own background, you are welcome to do so as well. Also with the fonts, we do have a wide selection as well of 25 plus fonts. So we have a wide range in which you can choose from for your HTML site. For the transitions, just like in the Flash site as well, we have different styles of transitions as well as speed. So you can adjust those at any time with your slideshows. As far as with color shifting, just like in some of the other products as well, you are able to use color shifting for your photos. And for the color picker, that is one thing that I'd love to show you guys comparable maybe to the Flash or the HTML. The color picker is a little bit more user-friendly with the HTML5, so we'll definitely go over that and show you some of the good positives with that section right there. And again, with music, we have a wide selection of music in which you can choose from. Just know as well, you can go ahead and download your own music too. And the way in which you would do that, you would just click on top there, the PDF/music. You click on that, and that's where you would be able to upload your music. Going ahead into the next one there, the import function. This is a great feature as well that we're very excited about. Since this HTML5 website is a brand new product, it's not like you have to start all over or do anything with it. If you want to transfer all of your stuff from your Flash sites or any other sites in which you have with us, you're welcome to do so. A lot of these are just some of the options in which you can transfer over. Obviously, you can choose either the Flash or the HTML portfolio sites in which you have with us. You have the text content and the page names will also transfer over. All of the pictures in which you have with the home and gallery images, all of those will transfer over. Another great thing is about your SEO metadata. That will also end up transferring over easily, as well as your visible and your hidden page settings. those will also end up all transferring over, and that's a one key component, which when we go into the live demo, I will show you exactly how all of that works. Going into the galleries aspect of it, another brand new feature here that's really awesome is you can turn the thumbnails on and off within your galleries. I'll make sure to go through that aspect of it as well within the details within the live demo to show you how that works. Also, we have another one here is with the animated thumbnails. You can do that as well. And with color shifting, again, mentioning that before, you are able to color shift your pictures within your galleries. Same thing as transitions. We have multiple ones there for you as well. You can change the style and speed of them. And again, just to reiterate, the music still have well over 50 in which you can choose from. And with the galleries, you can select up to 3 songs. And you can also make sure if they want to turn them on right away, or if you just leave them off, you can let the customer go ahead, click on it, and they can start the music on their side as well. So I will, again, go through some of the details with that later on in the demo. With the page types, here's another interesting part here as well. You have the testimonials part here, and you can end up using that as well. And usually what you can use those for is I was mentioning anything with the testimonials and with the embedded external links. You can use those if you have any sort of affiliates or any other companies that you would like to kind of link to. You can use that actual list page to do that as well. With the thumbnail images, you can select a picture and kind of attach it to those actual links as well. And now with the info pages here, there's a few new features here which are very exciting. We do have the advanced text editor, which you'll be able to do a little more of the customization abilities with how you want to provide your content. And one of the newest things that we have here is you can add HTML code within your info pages. That's one of the newest things. We don't have that quite within the Flash sites or in the HTML mirrors, but this HTML5, you are able to do it. So if you wanted to embed a video or do anything within your info pages, you are able to do that. And I'll actually show you an example there on the live demo how to be able to do that. Another great thing here is with the contact page within your HTML5 website. You can customize the fields, and you can have a single line versus a paragraph with your descriptions. You can also, and this is a new feature, to send to multiple emails. And as far as with the customized fields, let me go back to that. You can add additional fields as well. So if you just have 4 or 5 contact fields, you decide, hey, I want to have a few more, just go ahead and click on that. There's a plus sign there. You just add additional fields, and you can also delete them as well. I'll also go through within the live demo to show you how that works too. Next, again, is with the SEO. Obviously, with the HTML5, it's wonderful. It's very search engine friendly. Again, you are able to insert your own metadata and insert all of your other SEO information as well, and even update it. And also with the metadata maintained during import, so you do not lose anything along those lines as far as losing any sort of indexing or anything like that. In the tracking code, which I'll show you as well, we used to end up putting in a huge code in there. We're going to make it a little bit easier to where all you will need is just your UA number, and you put it in those fields, click on update, and you're set and ready to go. So what we'll do here, we will go ahead and go to the live demo here. So as you can see, this is a very important part here. This is the first screen in which whenever you purchase the HTML5, it's not going to really let you click on much of anything else, but the most important thing here is the import function. One thing you want to do here is if you have multiple sites, please make sure that you select the right site in which you want to import over. Just make sure you select that correct thing. And if you look at the checkbox here, which is already checked here, if you want to make sure before you select yes or no that you click on this, just to let you know that, hey, this can only be done once. That is it. So just make sure that you, number one, select the correct thing. Or if you do not want to import anything from your old sites, just make sure you click on that checkbox and click on no, do not import. So what we're going to do here, we've got everything selected here, and we want to go ahead and make sure I've got this is what I want to import over. And we'll go ahead and click on the yes, please import my information. Usually it should just take 2 seconds in order to do it, and look at it. There it is. Very, very easy to come up here. And I'll go ahead and show you some of the quick features here in which we were talking about within the slideshow. With the templates here again are the templates in which you can use. Just know you can always click on preview and look at the site and see what they look like. And when you've selected an actual template, you just click on save, and you're set and ready to go. And it goes ahead and keeps your selection. Another thing with the color picker, if we compare it to the old Flash sites and everything, this is going to be just a little bit different, and again, to an extent, a lot easier to look at. This is an awesome new feature. So when you click on the customize, it has a little bit different here where it has general, standard page, contact form, and menu. It's going to make it a little bit more easier to where you're not going through different tabs and trying to figure out exactly what's going on with it. So that's one thing. All you have to do is just select everything and then click on Save Changes, and you should be set. Now, the next thing that we'll end up doing is, bear with me here one second. I'm going to see this one here. We're going to use the Madrid template here. Next thing we'll end up doing, again, referring back to the SEO parts. This is where you would end up putting your metadata, your description, and your keywords. So again, any sort of updates in which you want to put in for your SEO, this is exactly where you would put them. So you should be set and ready to go with that. Now, with some of the just even going through, let's actually go through some of the web pages here. When we were mentioning about the info page with being able to add HTML stuff in it, here's the info page right here. As you can see, have the navigation name, page title, everything. So let's say if I did want to add a video to my info page, we're going to show you how to do that right now. So what you'll need to do is to make sure here, I just have one right here. Make sure when you're selecting a code for it, make sure you do select the use old embed code, which is checked right down here. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and copy that. We'll go into this right here. We're going to click on the HTML button here, and you can really place it wherever you want. So what we're actually going to do is we're just going to put it to the top there. So we're going to go ahead and paste that info in there. Click on update, and you see how it appears right there. So we're going to go ahead and just make sure we save changes and click on preview. We'll go to About the Photographer. And you see how the video shows up right there. So that's a wonderful brand new feature in which we have, which you can do a little bit more customizations there with the actual info pages. And again, just looking overall here at the site, going back to the home page, you notice how it looks wonderful here, especially with these pictures here that are showing up, and you see the color shifting as well. So all of that carries over. To be honest with you, it really does look a lot like the Flash site. So it looks wonderful, and it's just much more advanced, and it's very, very beautiful. So let's go back to looking at here as far as, we'll go ahead and click on the home page here. This is where you would go ahead and input all of your images here. And we do have some different layouts as well in which you can choose to show your your home page and all of the pictures there. You can choose different layouts. And with your slideshow, here's another good feature here is you can autoplay the slideshow. You can select yes or no. So you can go ahead and go through that and select yes or no. And you can also, important thing here is with the transitions, you can change those as well. So those will always update and change everything. And with the speed, you have the very slow, smooth, jazzy, techno. So you just select all those, click on Save Changes, and you're set and ready to go. And here's with the music. The great thing here is you can have up to 3 selections for your music. And you can also have a setting where it can autoplay, or whenever they do show the actual slideshow, you can click on the slideshow and then it will start playing the music. So those are some great features with the actual homepage. Just clicking on one of the gallery pages here with the images, that's where you end up putting the images there. The upload feature, layout, same thing, going through, you can have the thumbnails or no thumbnails. And with the slideshow, again, the autoplay, select that, transition, and speed. So it's a lot of good repetition there. So you're pretty much, if you have a Flash website or anything else, this is going to be relatively easy to still set up, and there won't be too much of anything brand new with it. So that's a great thing. So again, you also have icons in here and settings in which you can use logos, backgrounds here. Again, you have well over those different backgrounds in which you can upload. And again, down here, this is where you can actually put your own background in here. Just make sure that the maximum dimensions would be the 1500 pixels wide by 865 pixels high. And you can change it tile horizontal. You can change all those different aspects there as well. So going back here, clicking back on web pages, and back to the Contact Us page. Again, one of the great things about that is, again, you can change the contact name, and there's all of your text content pages right there. So with your form, this is what I was going to show you here. You have 7 different field names here. Let's say if you wanted to add a few here, you're welcome to. You just click on where it says add a field, type in whatever you'd like for it to be. You can add a few right here, and if you say, hey, that's too much, I really don't need some of those, all you do to delete it is just to click on the X here to the far right, and that ends up deleting all of your information there. So looking back at everything again, everything looks to be fine. Went over, and they're here again within the whole general thing. Same thing with the header text and the footer text. You can still go over all that and change any of that as well. So that's a good basic overview here of what's going on with the HTML5 sites. If you have any other further questions, just also know that if you are purchasing one of these, I just wanted to also just keep in mind that we do have the services as well with the web design as well as with the SEO consultations as well. You can definitely take advantage of those. The web designs would be wonderful as well if you just purchase it and you're just kind of really wanting someone to do it, because I know time can be very valuable. You may not have enough time to do it. You can use our web design services as well, and we'll be happy to get everything connected for you too. So just want to throw that out as well. And right now, if you guys have any sort of questions or any Q&A time, now it's time to go ahead and ask those questions.
All right, so as Chris said, if you guys do have any additional questions, feel free to use the chat tool to ask those questions. We'll do our best to answer those today. All right, it doesn't look like we have any questions right now. I am just going to take you guys and navigate right back over to our homepage where you can learn more about our product. If you log into your account, you'll actually see available products, and you can take a look at HTML5 right from there. Also, you can always head over to photobiz.com and click on the new HTML5 portfolio sites right from here, and you can learn more about it, see the different options we have. You're also going to be able to see all of the new features that the HTML5 portfolio site has to offer. So we wanted to thank everybody for taking the time out of their day this morning to join us, and I wanted to thank Chris again for putting together a great presentation. It doesn't look like we have any additional questions, but if you do have any questions, you can feel free to call our passionate support team. We're just going to check over the queue one more time and see if any questions have come in.
Patty, that is a wonderful question there. You mentioned here if the question was if I can change my current site to the HTML site and don't like the new, can I easily switch back to Flash? Yes, Patty, you can. You actually have a 14-day money-back guarantee for the HTML5, and if you're not satisfied at all with it, obviously you will get a full refund back, and your Flash site, your current HTML site will still be there in order for you to work on. The next question is how long is the loyalty discount going to be available? And George, that's a great question there. The loyalty discount will always be there. That does not have a expiration date. That's always going to be there for you on all products. Patty, again, if you do have any sort of questions with the actual costs and everything, by all means, give our passionate support team a call at 866-463-7620, and we are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next question was, will my HTML5 site affect your blog site? George, that's a great question. No, it will not affect anything with your blog site. The HTML5 website is a completely different product than your blog.
All right, it doesn't look like we have any additional questions here, but like I mentioned earlier, if you guys do have any questions, just feel free to give the Passionate Support team a call, and we'll be more than glad to answer any kind of questions regarding the HTML5 product and help you out with that. Again, we do want to let you guys know that this is an entirely new product. It is not something, you're being forced to buy by any means. It's just a brand new product. We've been working on this technology for quite some time, and we're very excited about it. We think it's the way of the future, and we're really glad that everybody took the time out of today to tune in and check out our new HTML5 portfolio sites. Thank you guys for attending, and we hope you have a great day.